much going on in here. I can't get it together. Where's my mouse? I need my mouse. My mouse make it work right. My mouse makes it make sense. Hey, my beauty secret has came in. I want to share it with you ladies. I have the soap of all soaps that I want to introduce you guys to. If you don't know about it, you should know about it. You guys, this soap, hey Deborah. Deborah, you know about the soap. I've showed you the soap before. This soap you use for your face, your hair, your dishes, your clothes, your whatever you want. This soap can be used on any ethnicity. Any ethnicity's hair, any ethnicity skin. If you want your skin to glow and pop, now you're gonna start to see the difference of my skin with this soap. I just got it today. This is my first time using it. This is what the soap packaging looks like. Can you guys see that? It has a sticker in the middle. You guys aren't going to be able to read it. It's not in English. This is what it should look like. Can you see that? It has to have the camel in the middle. It has to have the writing from the motherland on it. And just because you find soap with this packaging, you could also be getting imitation soap. You have to know who you're getting your soap from. So when I buy my soap, I buy bulks of soap. I bought 6 bars today. For one, I have to pay tariffs to get it over here. You can get it from America and all that stuff, but I get mine straight from the motherland. Can I just say you're appreciated, Granny? Gosh darn heck, if ain't no one recognize you for all you do, God did, and that's facts. You're a blessing, Mama. Thank you, honey bun. I try to be. Sending love, I really feel the outfit. Good vibes. My daughter, let me see, my daughter wore this when she was, where did she wear this to? This was one of her BBL outfits. When she was in the, what was it? When she was in the BBL place. It never fit her though. She wanted to have something comfy, so she bought some shorts and some shirts. I got them all. Just some little play clothes. Didn't expect that answer, did you? But yes, you guys, this is what the soap looks like. Honest answer, right? Because, you know, we don't wear clothes like this. So when you see clothes like this, just know it's some type of play clothes. Nothing wrong with people that wear clothes like this. We just don't wear clothes like this. If it does not have the camel on it, you do not want it. When I get down in life, why I go to your past videos, it's like food comfort videos. We are worth it. Amen. Listen, Matt, get you some of this soap. Life changing. Men too. I'm telling you. This soap does multiple things. Now, this soap was probably made on the floor. You ever see like a video where they're making soap on the floor? Oh, it was most likely made on the floor. But as an olive oil, this is as pure as it gets. This is like real deal. Magic soap. This soap works on wrinkles. This soap. Everybody asks me, what's the one thing that I would suggest for wrinkles? I would suggest for a lot of things. And this is it. This soap is it. This soap is it. Thank you, Bobby. Like my soap was made in Palestine. So, like I say, I'd rather just go to the source and get it because I know there are imitations. Anybody can get the packaging. Anybody can get the stickers. So I would rather get mine from the source itself. But this soap is life altering. Man, if you, instead of carrying bars of shampoo, bottles of shampoo, let's say you're going on a trip, right? And you don't want to have shampoos and all these different concoctions. This does it all. This one bar, you wash your beard, you wash your hair, you wash your body. You can even wash your clothes with it. You can wash your dishes with it. Take this camping, guys. You can take this camping. If you had to, let's say, because a real camper knows, you get in the water and sometimes you bathe there. Listen, you guys, I'm telling you, I swear by this soap. The name of it is, let me give you the correct spelling. Oh God, where'd the spelling go? AL-JAMAL. AL dash, I'm going to promote this soap like I do my chocolate milk. Everybody knows how I feel about my chocolate milk. I have spent years and years and years and years and years. I'm telling you, I know so many natural skin, hair, whatever hacks, and I'm telling you, this out of everything I learned. My mother put me on to this. Out of everything I learned, this is what's saving lives. I promise you. Hey, Manuel, multi-collagen. I like saying, no, listen, get you a bar. Get you a bar. You'll be like, dang, Granny put me on to something. And now let me tell you the thing about this soap. This soap doesn't lather up like you think it does. This is such a pure soap. Pure. If you have allergies, things like that, this is the soap you need. But it doesn't lather up like you think it does. It's a lighter lather. It does lather. It's a lighter lather. Like I said, you can even wash your hair with it, but it's not soap, regular soap. I don't care what brand, you're getting that lather because it has all those additives. You're not getting that here. She got soap 6 bars. You'll see in chocolate milk. She got gallons. Granny are related. Mac, you got to try. I don't know if you're going to like it. Ripple chocolate milk. Hey. Oh, this is knocking black soap. Listen, I was put on the black soap in my teens. This is shutting black soap down, you guys. Black soap can't even touch this. Listen to what I'm telling you. Get you a bar of this. This is what it looks like. Of course, yeah, it was made on somebody's ground, most likely. I'm telling you. No, that's not dirt. That's like some type of ink or something like that. But this is made, but when you see them make the soap on the ground, this is the soap they're making on the ground. I know that ain't what you want to hear. People's feet have most likely been on this. I know you want me to lie to you. But this has been around since. That's why somebody has marketed it and turned this into a brand. People have been using this for years. Somebody caught hold of this. The brand is AL-Al Jamal. AL-JAMAL. This soap, I'm telling you, if you have wrinkles, get you this soap. Let me show you the trick. Where's my little scrubby brush? I'm going to start doing my little skin hacks. You did not say plant-based ripple milk. Oh, yes, plant-based made out of chickpeas, because I get down like that. So let me show you what you do with this soap. I'm going to show you how I apply it. It took me years to figure it out. So anytime you guys, you run across a product, hold on, I'm coming. Anytime you run across a product, all products are created different. All products do different things. Yes, Al Jamal. Get you some. And just remember, just because they sell it, don't mean it's real. Silicone scrub brush. Now remember, just because you know about a product, what a product does for one person, it might not do for another person. I don't know if you guys notice right now, my skin's a little bit tighter. I don't know if you got. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even use the soap. What I usually do, I use the soap. I come on bareface and then I use the soap online. I found my long lost mother. You too young to be looking like a granny. All love for it. But I should have came on bare, clean faced and then showed you the difference. So you'd be like, what? Get me some now. But anyways, so this is the hack that I've realized works. Now, anybody who's doing it, you have to be careful. Let me get a bar that I already used. Don't do like I do. This here, this hack I'm teaching you now, this is what we call severe skin. Not, people in their 30s, people in their 40s. This is like 50 and over type deal. Use this at any age. Start young. But let's just say you're just coming into the game into your 50s, okay? I got wrinkles, I'm sagging, I'm bagging, all that good stuff. I wash my face real good. I always rough the skin surface of it. Always exfoliate. Then I go in and I get the soap with my little silicone. It got like little mini bristles on it. Now I'll be clean faced at this point, right? Those who have watched me do this knows the actual skincare isn't something that takes 2 or 3 seconds. No, it's not. So when I do start doing my skincare videos again, you men are going to probably be bored. Beauty takes a while. It's not nothing. Yeah. So. Oh, gosh. Now I'm going to be all soapy and dirty. Granny, I don't believe you're in your 50s. You don't look at real talk. Yeah, my children are in their 30s, you guys. Some of you guys have seen some of my children already. I got a live video with some of my children on there. So anyways, I got my little silicone scrub brush. I also got me some apricot scrub in here to rough up the surface a little bit more. But as you see, I'm on my skin. Like I ain't playing around. What they don't tell you, your skin is delicate. But when you've been in the sun and you've done a lot of things, okay, in order to have nice skin, you have to, it ain't nothing you can do every now and then. I'll look young for a week and let's say I stop, I'll go downhill fast. So maintenance means something you have to constantly do. It's not a one-time quick fix. But if you constantly do it, you can look relatively decent. I'm crushing while this never happened before. Hey Enoch. So anyways, don't be scared. Especially you got those deep wrinkles. I prefer a silicone bristled brush. You get in there scrubbing. That's all you're doing. You're roughing up the skin. You want that vitamin oil. This is olive oil soap. You want that olive oil to get on in there. This is the best soap of the land. I think Jesus might have used this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yes, don't be afraid. Now, if you're younger, you know what I'm saying? You'll know what your skin can tolerate. I've done skincare for years, and I haven't done it for almost who knows how long. About a good 6 months. But don't be afraid to get in there and, you want to get that dead skin off there. Your dead skin is half the problem, ladies. So, let me tell you. Ladies go and they get resurfacing, they get chemical peels, all that. This is basically what you're doing, but not to that degree. Coconut oil and castor oil mixed together is amazing. Oh no, have you tried kokum butter? Kokum, not cocoa. Kokum. Man, listen, I got a video on natural body butters. It's like under my skincare thing. Whole different game. Mirror Move butter, man, I got some tricks. You should not do around your eyes. No, I'm good. Trust me. I'm good. I am good. Like I said, what works for everybody is going to be different. You have to know your skin, what you can tolerate, and all of that. I myself, I've spent years in the sun. So I can tolerate a little bit more than most. When you spend that many years in the sun, your skin, it does something different. It turns into something totally different. A totally different aspect. Oh, yeah. And if you're using any microcurrent devices, I have microcurrent devices. I'll show you guys those. I have two different type of microcurrent devices, and you'll see the differences when I'm using them. You'll see which one works better than the other one, which one gets better results. I've done all these videos before, but you know, the world didn't care. But there's always women out there that do care. Not everything has to be drama-fied. But when you're using the microcurrent, never hit right here. You can cause yourself a problem. Never hit here. You can go here, you can go here, but never directly down the middle. You can get to about right here. You can get right here. Never there. Yeah, well, that's why I say everybody's skin is going to be different on what they can tolerate, what they don't tolerate. So no, definitely don't get in there and on your first rodeo, scrub like I scrub. None of that. This ain't for everyone. But this is how I do my actual skin. Like the little 2-minute washes, the little, no, that's not what gives me justice. You gotta get in there and get that skin, that old skin off there. And now the hack to this is I let the soap dry on my face. It took me years of using it to even realize this. And once again, this isn't an everybody thing. Every product is going to be different on everyone. But for those with extremely aged skin, you will see a difference. When you have extremely aged skin, you have to do a lot more. And now I'm going to let the soap dry on there and sit on there for at least 15, 20. I've been known to leave it longer. I have oily skin. Hey. I have oily skin on my face. Not the rest of my body, though. You know, some people, they produce oil on their chest or maybe on their back. On my back a little, not my chest. But yeah, my face, definitely. And it's not my whole face, just right there, like the basic, the T-zone. Kevin, get you some of this soap. ALJAMAL. If it don't have a camel on it in the middle, you don't want it. If this was not made in Pakistan, you don't want it. This is for, you can wash your hair, your skin, your dishes, your clothes, anything. You could be a African American. I've washed all my children's hair with this. If I do hair, you guys know I specialize in African American hair. This is what I wash their hair with. You see, I have Caucasian hair. So this is a go-to, guys. Listen, this is everything you need in one bar. I guarantee, oh, and this bar of soap right here, this bar of soap, you see how thick this is? This bar of soap is going to last me at least a month. At least a month. That bar of soap will last me at least a month, if not more. What is the price for the soap? Well, good luck on that. It depends on where you're going to get it from. You can get it for like $4.99 a bar, $5.99 a bar, $8.99, $9.99. You just shop around. That's why I say you have to do some trial and error. It's just like when you buy American products overseas or whatever it is. People realize this is people that know about this soap, and they know it's a marketable item. So yes, people will try to falsely sell this like any other product. Mine came directly from Palestine. But you'll know because it has After you buy your first couple bars, you'll realize what the texture is supposed to look like. You'll realize the variation of the colors. You know, you'll be able to weed out. And the odor, it's not an odor like you think. It's a very bland. Don't think you're not getting perfumes. You're not getting none of that in here. None of that. Life changer. I'm telling you, your body's gonna feel so fresh, and it's a different type of fresh. You'll see. You'll be like, dang, Granny put me on a game. Yes, best soap ever. So listen, y'all, I can't make this up. I put years, decades into trying all these different soaps. Decades into every natural, everything. And my mother kept telling me about this soap and kept telling me about this soap. And I even used this soap before, but I was younger. She was like, no, you need to, like, you're playing with yourself. You, of all people, know what that soap is capable of. Like, what are you doing? And that's why I say I wish I wouldn't even have washed my face. I don't know if you guys even notice how my face is looking a little tighter. Next time I come on, what I'll do, I'll wait a couple days and I won't wash my face. And then I'll come on here bare face. And then I'll show you the difference before I wash it and after I wash it. And even take a picture. You'll be like, what? Gotta get you some. Hello, Nielsen. AL-JAMAL. It has to have the camel in the middle. The camel. Not an ostrich. It has to have the camel. And you'll know with the packaging, you'll start to realize what the packaging looks like. There's very little English on it. AL-JAMAL. I hate that it's showing up so, because I guess the light. AL-JAMAL. Joe the Camel ain't got nothing on this. Joe wishes he had part of this. Life-changing soap. I'm telling you. This soap is so good where I don't care what it costs. I'm not buying. I bought 6. And that's only because that's all they had. So what's that tell you? I got one open one there. I do not just buy one bar of this. No ma'am. No ma'am, no sir. One bar, I'm telling you, will last you over a month. Well, Nielsen, I don't know why you're lost. I'm showing a soap that is good for everyone. That's nothing to be lost about. It's a soap made in Pakistan. It's a soap, hon. Don't be lost. Yes, it's pretty reasonable. Now, you just have to make sure, Malika, like I said, I myself, I don't trust buying it from America. Now, I'm not saying you can't. You might run across... I'm going to say this. I've been buying this soap for years, and there has been times where I buy it, and it's not the real deal. So, you definitely have to... You'll know when you run into the right soap, because this is going to change your life. You're going to be like... The fake soap is not going to do that. The real deal soap is... Yeah. Hey, Gregory. AL-JAMAL. Get you some of this soap. Your hair, your face, your beard. I don't care if you're black, white, pink, purple, Asian. Get you some of this soap. Oh, this shuts black soap down. I found about black soap at a young age. This shuts black soap down. And I love black soap. This shuts it down. According to Allie, get you some of this soap. Girl, you can wash your hair, your children's hair, your man's hair, your white neighbor's hair. You can do your dishes. You can do your body. You can do your clothes. AL-JAMAL. Life changing. Start using this while you're young. Black don't crack, but it does sag. Listen, get you some, girl. I have some of that ethnicity in me. I don't know if you guys seen that I've had like some of the artifacts. I call them artifacts because they're my mother's, like from her people and stuff. That's why I keep saying, back to my daughter, get your house so we can bring all of our stuff out of the storage. But to me, they're artifacts because they're things that were passed down Like that one container that I showed you guys, that's old. That's not like something like somebody just made. That's something somebody painted a long, long, long time ago. So AL dash JAMAL. Screenshot it. Can you? Yeah. Okay. I got perfect angles. Screenshot it. If the package don't look like this, you don't want it. Screenshot it and you can enlarge it. If I come closer, it makes it kind of blurry. Can you see it? Because the light. Screenshot it, guys. Screenshot it. That's what. Can you see it? Life altering. I don't know. That light's so bright. Because it's so dark in here. You know, the packaging doesn't have any, barely little English on it. Very little. But like I said, it has a certain smell to it. It's probably one of the most purest smells. And you see, I'm sitting here right now. You see, how long have I had this soap sitting here drying on my face? You see, I'm not itching. I'm not scratching. I'm not irritated. My skin is tight. That's why I wish I would have came on here without the soap on there. All I did was show you how to apply. I already have soap on my face. Life changing. Who do you most resemble, your mother or your father? I look like my father. As I get older, I look a little bit like my mother. But I look, oddly enough, I look like my dad. Even though when you stand me next to him, you can tell. Like when I'm standing here by myself, I look like, you don't really know what I look like. But when I'm standing next to my father, and I think I posted a picture somewhere of us before, I'm sure I have, you can actually see that here's this white man with these Asian, weird, not weird, but you know, you can't really explain the look. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. My brother looks like an Arab. My sister looks like you should be buying Chinese food from her. We all look different. And I think the only reason I resemble my mom is because she's the one with all the races in her. I really look like my dad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I'm a daddy's girl. I love my daddy. God rest his soul in heaven. You're the best. You're a beautiful human being. Thank you. I got my baby oil dry. Don't exist. What? I guess. I would give anything to see you smoke a cigarette. That would be so hot. I'm down with smoking the cigarettes. Children, I'm just joking. Granny would never. Yes, you guys. AL-JAMAL. Do not buy with the ostrich on it. They got them out there, the ostrich. That's not what you want. It has to be the camel. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what sex you are. And especially if you're a man. This soap is so convenient where you don't have to take a whole bunch of body washes with you. Let me tell you how the soap game is supposed to go. Soap, shampoos, all that stuff, they have toxins in them. Just because they make it doesn't mean it's good. Okay, let me take you back in time to explain this theory. Think back in the day of Jerry curls. This, my black people, white people might not know what that is. Jerry curls, okay? Afros. Everybody's parent and grandparent had hair. Do you know why that is? Everybody's grandparent and parent, no matter which household you were in, rich, poor, whatever, they all had hair. Do you know why that is? It's a Gina curl now, and they're costing $1,000. Use this all over. You can wash your dishes with it. You can wash your hair with it. Your children's hair. Your clothes. You can do everything with this. But the reason why everybody had hair, because they didn't have that many hair products to choose from. Just because they sell it, I don't care which magazine it's in. I don't care who's promoting it. Just because they sell it does not mean it's good. You should get a life. I have a whole life plus some. So I'm not, come on. Fill out the room before you walk in. Fill it out. Fill it out. With all those races in you, I still see black fur. Shows how strong the black gene is. A lot of people don't see it. I mean, I think if you were really, looking, I think it's kind of obvious. The one thing that gives it away is my nose is too wide. Everybody in my family has this same nose. A wide nose is not, it's just a certain thing. Like certain, Asian eyes is from Asians. Certain things just come from certain races. Like when you see a black person with Asian eyes and you call them chanky or whatever, there's something Asian somewhere in that family. That's not a black trait. That's not a white trait. It's not it's not. It is not. God intended that for a reason. I have a very small nose. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. According to Allie, you have to. According to Allie, go take your DNA test. I challenge you. Everybody on here, I challenge you. Go take your DNA test. You will not be what you think you are. You're not. I know you were told that you were. Go take a DNA test. That's all I'm saying. Challenge yourself. Go ahead and drop the little 200, 250. Go take a DNA test. I don't care if you're white, black, pink, or purple. What did you find out you were, honey bun? It is so interesting. And people are so clueless, Allie, to how that even works. And go take a DNA test. Go take an ancestry test. There are very few pure-blooded race ethnicities in the world. Very few. Very, 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 very few. In any race, there's very few that are just one and one only. I don't want to say very, very, very few, but if you were to go against let's say there's 100 people, or we'll go to 1,000. We'll use 1,000. Out of that 1,000, you're going to be lucky if you get one or two pure race, pure ethnicity, one thing only. You're gonna, yeah, lucky. Just like Dr. Umar, you guys, I want to bring this up. Dr. Umar says all the time, and it just tickles me every time he says it. Not every person has African DNA. Not, I know that's gonna be like a, how can that happen? And here's another fun fact. You know how he says, "Black queens forever, snow bunnies never." Do you know a snow bunny, average Becky, average this, average that, could have African DNA, could have more DNA, African DNA, than the black person sitting right next to him. Their numbers could be higher. I'm just dropping that gem. White, German, yep. Italian, African child, it was a lot. That's what I'm saying. And people don't realize it's not just, the list is long. People think you're just gonna get that test back, that ancestry test, and it's against the African American. No, it's not. It's you're gonna be like, what? How? And then it has percentages, and yeah, we're not what we think we are. I challenge you guys. Go take a DNA test. Go take an ancestry test. But this, according to Allie, I don't know if you know this. Let me say this. I'm going to drop this gem and walk away from this hole. Because somebody's be like, she's being racist. I don't know how I could be. People think African Americans were the first slaves. That's not true. That was just the biggest, most infamous slave trade. People used to enslave themselves. Whites enslaved themselves. People enslaved themselves for religion, taking towns over, taking countries over. People enslaved other people for so many different reasons, and half the time it didn't even matter about what your race was. Race became a thing later on. People were enslaving people. So with this being said, if people always wonder why Granny is all these ethnicities, because Granny's mother is from overseas. All Granny's people were slaves too. So foreign people, we got, not all foreign people were getting brought to America. They were getting moved around the continents. You see what I'm saying? Whatever continent was closer, then decades would go by, and now here comes this boat, and he takes these people here. That's why I'm so many racists, because my people were foreign, overseas, breeding with other foreign people through slavery, marriage, what have you. So yes, it is possible. When everybody's like, no, you can't be all those, what? Why can't I be? Like, none of my grandparents are even one race. Yes, slaves been around since the Bible. Slavery has been around since caveman days. And that's why I say that's my biggest thing about Dr. Umar. He got everybody hyped up, thinking, if you follow him or donate to him, like you're buying your blackness, and he's selling you this dream. And first of all, if you go to Africa, let me tell you something, black people, if you go to Africa, you're a foreigner, okay? If my mother were to go to anything that she is, let's say if she were to go to the Philippines, she's a foreigner, and she speaks the whole language. If she were to go to Africa, even if her skin was darker, she was a foreigner. She's a foreigner because she's lived over here just the majority of her life. So now she is a foreigner to them. Me and my mom was talking about Dr. Umar one day, and I asked her what did she think about him. And her exact words was, so you mean to tell me, this is exactly what she told me, how she said, I'm two types of African, or probably even more. And I'm going to go to an American man. I think he was born in Connecticut. I'm probably getting it wrong, but somewhere here. She said, no, my people actually came from the motherland. I'm going to go to an American man and have him teach me about Africanism. To her, that weirded her out. That's like let's say if she wanted to go to a white man or a Mexican man to learn about being Filipino. What? So that is just, listen, that's another way to make a come up. That's all that was. People make things a thing just to make just a come up. That's all it is. Found a soap for a 6-pack, $4.30 per bar, not horrible. That ain't bad. Where's it located at? All you have to realize that's what I'm saying, once you get you a dealer, stick with that dealer. You'll know if you have the real soap or not. Everything I said in this video, you'll know when you get it in your hands, when you wash it, you'll know. But then when you find that dealer that you're getting the real deal soap from, you keep getting it from that dealer. I thought you said Peach Granny because her pretty little peach. Hey, for my granny, what does a soap do? This life changing. This is good for aged skin. This will, dang, I'm tongue tied now. I didn't talk about this soap so much. This soap will keep you youthful. Let me start there. I'm going to say that and walk away. I'm sure we'll talk on it again. But right now my mind is just blank. But this soap here, that's why I said I should have came on here barefaced. And you'll see the difference in how tight my face is now compared to how it just was 20 minutes ago. And you'll see a difference in 3 days. And you'll see a difference in a week. And one thing about taking care of skin, if you want it, you have to work towards it. White, black, pink, or purple. Everybody keeps saying black don't crack. No, it sags. Yes, it does. Most people in Hollywood have surgery. Or shots or whatever. They can't afford to age. They pay, even the ones for like Angela Bassett. You can tell which ones haven't had surgery. That's all I'm saying. So, but skin. If you want to have beautiful skin, or skin does, it's not nothing. I'm a cheater, you guys. My mother, is in her 70s and has maybe 30 gray hairs. 30. And I just want to use and put a number out there. Like how I got the turkey neck and the saggy skin and all that. My mother just got that in her 80s. Now, had I kept my skin regime up and did everything I was supposed to do and all that, I wouldn't have none of that. Yeah, I'm always going to age a little bit different because I'm kind of white. I am on the white side more that way. And no, I'm not. I've seen white people that age like wine. But people with melanin age different. Now, I'm going to give you another example about Asians. Have you guys ever seen Asians don't even get gray hair till they're like a certain age? Their skin just does something different. Do you know why that is? It's not because they're Asian. It's because of the foods they're eating. All the things that we think is weird, moving around on the plate, stuff like that. That stuff has so many vitamins in it. Man, they got medicine over there that, if you know, you know. It has to have the camel on it. Now, remember, it's going to have, you might see this sticker over the camel that says made in Palestine, but it has to have the camel on it. You would make my whole day. That's just ignorant. Is it good to wash someone's mouth out? You know who. Jack Wade, why would you do? Why would you say that? Have you never said things out of your mouth that you shouldn't say? Are you not an imperfect person? Are you not? Why you're worried about someone else's mouth? And let's just be real. You've done everything right in life. You're just 100% correct. I mean, you've done no wrong. Now we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm a fair granny. We are all imperfect people, and I'm the first person to use myself. So, don't, I rock with you. Don't come on here acting, There's a difference. I mean, it's going to look younger, but it's a difference. You can take the finest young person and finest black person at any age. And even though, yes, they have aged gracefully, there is still a difference from compared when they were younger. So we're not going to over exaggerate and lie and act like you don't change through age. No, you might not wrinkle and you might not do this, but I've also seen, listen, white people, the same thing. Sun, stress, cigarettes, just you frowning. You see, I got frown lines. I'm always frowning. That there alone will give you wrinkles. I am 5'3". Yeah, whose mouth? And why are you talking about somebody else's mouth on here? That's just crazy. Worry about your mouth. That's crazy. It's crazy work, hon. Crazy work. I try to be fair and rock with everyone, but let me tell you something. One thing about me, okay? All this stuff I do is for content. I don't dislike nobody in real life. Everybody is strangers to me. I don't care if you cussed me out today. I don't give a in real life. I don't. We got to toughen up our skin. This is the internet, people, okay? Have these people we're mad at, whatever it is, we ain't never going to meet. So when you take time to invest your feelings into something like that, I don't know. I'm just saying. Olive oil soap. Best soap ever. AL-JAMAL. We got to get tougher skin. We got to stop letting things bother us. If you're going to let things bother us, we're good. Oh, here they go with that music. Hold on. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Child would be my sister all the time. But like I said, if you're gonna let something bother you like that, it better be your own family and your own family situations. I don't have a husband. I have a baby's dad, and we have a grown child. And no, he's constantly over here with his children and my children. So watch the lives. You'll hear me complain about it all the time. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Richard. If you guys know about Granny, she ain't worried about no man. Her priority is her children, which are grown, her grandchildren, and helping her community. That is my goal. listen, you think getting D is a new thing for me? My goals are different. As you guys know, at one point, I want to do a little faster. Help Granny blow this page up. And I'm going to show you how I take care of my grown children. Y'all, you're going to be like, what? What? Thank you for being kind to me, Frankie. Frankly, I'm sorry. Hey, Bronx. So listen, my goal is I'm trying to get my daughter to buy a property. She's the head mama when I go to heaven, where all of us can fit on. You guys see, I ain't even scratching my face. I'm not itchy. I've had this soap on here for how long now? I am not even. Can it wash away sin? I need some magic soap. So let me say this. Nobody's sin is any worse or any better than anybody else's sin. I don't even, listen, I'm a grown up. I love people to death, but I don't want to have no goofy conversations. I don't. I don't want to have no goofy conversations. I, if you want to say something, just come on out and say it so we can move on from it. Because you hitting around and all this other stuff, we ain't got this. Come on. I'm over 50. I don't rock like that, y'all. I really do not. I didn't do it at 19. I didn't do it at 15, and I'm not doing it over 50. I'm not. There's two type of women in the world, and I am not that type of heifer, y'all. I like the other type of heifers, but I'm not that type of heifer. I'm too busy, but yeah, I don't get down like that. I ain't got thick thighs, so they ain't saving nobody's lives. You see how that works out? I ain't even got no whole lot of body. I can guess your born year. Guess my born year. See, this is the thing. Like I said, regardless who I do commentary on, whatever it is, I don't dislike them. You can actually in real life cuss me out today. I don't give because whoops, sorry. Make the YouTube representative come back out. Savage Granny, go back down. You gotta remember, I'm from the street, so my level of savagery is different. So arguing, tongue wrestling, I don't argue with just in real life. I've never had women sit there and argue with me. You know, I hang with men. So all that, you're just not gonna never get that from me. You're not. Me hating on somebody, me jealous, I don't compete with no one. Women, one thing about it, never compete with the next. Know who you are. Stand in your pride. Stand in yourself and be the that you are. Don't try to be like the next one. If anything, upgrade yourself. Don't try to be like anybody. Be like yourself, but be the best you're going to be. It's not personal. It's a reaction. And speaking a observation. What happened, huh? Hey, Aztec. What streets were you raised in? I was raised in the country. I went to the streets on my own. They used to fight back in the day and got money problems. What? When most of them, you got money, what? And got money, you probably... People in this... Can't answer that. But no, ain't nobody ever came up to Granny trying to fight Granny, stuff like that. No, I'm a whole different... Bronx. Asian Granny. Fine Babe Mondarius. 1968 or 1965. That's what you're thinking? Sonny. I mean, I bet you won most of them. No, I don't... I had maybe... Alright, I don't want to be no lie now. I don't want to be no lie. I'd say somewhere under 10. I brought a different type of pressure, so fighting wasn't... That wasn't what I did. What was your graduation year? I can tell your age. Oh, you wish I would tell you. Give it away. You're cool too, tripping type, right? You have a great smile. It costs a lot of money. Well, they try to get my permanent teeth on. Then it's going to be straight and perfect. But I ain't in no rush. I ain't in no rush. Do you have any pictures of you from the 80s? I do. I've showed them before. Do I gotta get it, you guys? Do I gotta get it? Did you have run-ins with the law? If people try to unalive me over this many times, that's an understatement. But Granny moved right. So it's Big Boss Dog. Hey, I moved right, so I didn't have a lot of, okay, let me use my words wisely. Let me use my words wisely. The police always knew about Granny. All right, how Granny? Okay, let me rephrase this because not everything is meant to be said or told, and I no longer live this lifestyle. My last SWAT issue was because I put fear in somebody's heart. So them just doing that, oh my God, what do I do? I guess they thought telling the police what I did was gonna do something. I mean, I don't want to lie to nobody. I don't want to lie. You know, it was something about some money, and I apply pressure about my money. Listen, because I'm taking care of kids, I'm taking care of neighbors, neighborhoods. Even the same people that are spending money with me, I know their whole family. So if, your mama needs her rent paid, I'm doing it just because, we're people now. You know what I'm saying? We're friends now. Friends, you want to call it friends? We're friends now. Your mama needs medicine. I might be taking your money, but certain things I'm not. I'm gonna make sure it's done in your household. I'll make you lose sleep, but I'm also not. So the way I got down was ride with me or get rolled over. If you cross me, I'm gonna cross you a different way. But anyways, I'll never forget the day where I'm riding down the road and I seen somebody that owed me a bag. I will never forget, and I knew what was gonna happen, but I ain't care. I got my money, y'all. I got my money, guaranteed. I got my money, but dang, I can't really tell the story. So, anyways, let me see what I can tell. Riding down the road, I seen the person. Now I'm active. I'm active. I'm all out the car. Like, what you're not going nowhere. What we doing? You just think you finished? We just gonna live in the city and you just no. So, anyways. Phone calls were made, whatever it was. Crazy life, y'all. Crazy life. In order to be out there, you have to bring a certain type of pressure. And I knew that pressure I applied. I know. See, the thing is, when you're in the streets and you have to apply that pressure, it's not like you have time to think about it. It's not like you have time to think about who's in the house. And when it goes down, it goes down. So it's not always going to go down the way it should. And there's a lot of feelings are going to be involved because you're bringing a different type of pressure. So don't think nobody's ever going to get scared and not try to. People get scared, and once again, it's not like, I'm going to jail forever. I'm going to be home in a couple hours, regardless if you call them now or tip them off or whatever it is. But, that's reality. That's how it goes. How much money should you to a stranger for help? It depends on what you're willing to do. My voice has always been like this. Even though I smoke, my voice has always been like this, hon. You keep saying what's wrong with the blacks every time you come in here. And it makes me wonder, are you a white person saying this? Because you of all people, you've been here and you know I'm black. So why do you keep saying that? You got to have something better to say. What was your weapon of choice? Fear. Fear. Fear and phone calls. I felt this bump in my chest. That was my heart beating for Granny so we can clock it, love it, and dock it. Amen. I mean, I never want to lie. I was a savage. That's why I'm telling you guys. I was a savage. So when I sit here and I see people tongue wrestling, and that's just so out of my category. You were lucky if we tongue wrestled. That's not, nobody outside is tongue wrestling. That's not what we do. A lot more women need to be like you and tell it like it is. Yeah, show them young pics, Granny. Granny show you. Granny was that girl, y'all. Granny was that girl. So let me tell you something. So the pic I'm getting ready to show you, I was a flyer girl before being a flyer girl was a thing. Have you ever been to Florida? So I was a flyer girl before being a flyer girl was a thing. Back when Granny was outside, flyers were black and white and they were big 8x10 papers. Unless you got a poster or something. So, Granny was the one. Granny was just a known woman back then. So, you know like how a good stripper brings somebody to the club? Granny's bringing people to the club because people want to hang out with Granny. You know. Only thing is different, just Granny was a woman. Yeah, you know. I don't know. Everything ain't meant to be told on the internet. But anyways, this picture here is a picture where I was practicing different poses that we were going to use for a flyer. And I was practicing different outfits and what type of look I was giving off and stuff like that. So if anybody knows Granny, she's Thug Missus, not Thug Bitches. So my looks were always different, but just know it's not like I've never wore dress clothes. I did that. I've done everything the women are doing now. I've done that at a way younger age. Would you take a trip to Florida? Can somebody else expand? What expand what? The proof is in the pudding. Ain't no one got dirt on Granny. Ain't no man in here saying. I can tell whatever there is to tell. There's no. People respected Granny. So it wasn't that type of thing. But this picture here is a picture where Granny was practicing for a thing. A promo. This was going to be. Not this actual picture, but this was a friend of mine that took this picture. I'm white on the outside and black on the inside. So why, as a white person, do you keep talking about black people? That's kind of crazy. That's a little, I don't know. Yeah, we moved inside. That's why if you know what goes on outside, you know what goes on outside. But anyways, this is, I mean, you know. It's not that I'll go to jail or anything like that. Certain things you just can't say on here. I'm a savage. I mean, I came from the streets. I spent decades in the street. I don't know what else to say. I've treated people badly in many different ways. I've destroyed families. I've took care of people. I've done the worst of the worst. I know them pictures from my dad's collection. Somebody else paid for the trip up there and back. No, I don't know anybody by that name. So anyways, this picture here is where my friend was stepping in. I told her to take pictures because I was trying to figure out what my best angle was. I wanted to show something but not show too much. And if you guys see, I have a Gap vest. So this picture ended up being done. I'm such a tomboy where this picture ended up being done with a Gap vest and a pair of Jordans, y'all. But yes, Granny was a beautiful woman. Granny was a baddie. I was a baddie. Baddie, 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 baddie. You were doing a cast? What's that? I do not. What's worse than two girls running with scissors? You probably. Dirtbag. Yeah, definitely no savage. Not a dirtbag. No, never a dirtbag, baby. Never a dirtbag. A savage. You look good now. Granny's still a baddie. I'm trying to see some, Miss Lady. What would you do if you had a friend that had cancer, and how would you feel? I've had many friends that had cancer. Most of my friends are in heaven. So, heaven or prison, you know? You want me to lie? Most of my friends are in heaven or prison. I don't hang around with women, so I don't even know what that aspect's like. My friends are in heaven or prison. Heaven or prison, guys. I know, I mean, you guys want me to lie to you? What do you want me to do? Very few people walk away from the game like Granny. I can count now. See? Gotta catch myself. I can count on my hands how many have. Never went to prison. I'm already a grandma. And my grandchildren ain't even young. The baby's almost here. Are you talking about the baby I was just pregnant with? I had that baby already. Congratulations, you guys. Let's put a congratulations into Junior. Yeah, listen, I don't judge people by if they've had cancer or if you don't have the best job. I judge people by how you treat me, how you conduct yourself. That's how I judge people. I consider myself one of the lucky ones. That's right. We are one of the lucky ones. Yes, gangster granny. How many kids do you have? Not enough. I don't have enough. And that's why I say everybody's story is different. But if people always wonder why is Granny helping people and why is Granny always pouring into her community and why does Granny always only prefer to help a certain type of person, that's because I've been that certain type of person. Oh, here's something I did want to talk about, and I think I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I want to talk about it again. This is something I will never be able to stress enough. My ethnicity, I'm everything. It's all about respect. That's right. Granny did get it cracking. Granny was that bitch. Do you hear me? And you know what? I'm telling you, it took off. It took off fast. Like, I watched men put years into the streets. It took Granny a week, y'all. Granny was bumping by the second night. I was bumping on the first night. No, I'm still smoking, but I'm still smoking. But I took off, and I think the reason I took off the way I did because here's this beautiful woman, and I'm not just calling myself beautiful. I was kind of fine. Let's be real. First of all, that's a black dominated sport where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So the fact of even being a female alone, then a light complected female that kind of looks white, let's just say me and all the fellas are outside. When you pull up, you see me first, just because I just don't even fit into the equation. And then when I put that mouth game on you, my top game is crazy. Do you hear me? Man, listen. Some people were just meant to do what they were supposed to do, and that's one of those things that I was just good at. I don't know how it happened, where it happened. I mean, well, I know how it happened, but I was just good at it. I was just good at it. Boy, listen, it ain't nothing better when you're around them ninjas and they got to give you that nod. What's up? Acknowledge me. That's right. I'm in the building. And when you're bigger than the big dogs, that's... Y'all heard my children talking. Y'all heard my daughter telling the story. I've done more things than most men have. The things that your men talk about or exaggerate about, power player. Granny was a power player. But I don't want it. I don't want you to give it to me. I know you Batman from Hey Family Channel. No, you don't know me. Like Sister from Sparkle. I don't know who that is, honey bun. But no, it's quite an adventure. And like I said, where it went wrong is when I got that first little bit of respect that first night. That respect, it did something to my head. It did something to my head. And for years and decades, the respect is what kept it going. Something about that respect. To be that woman to get saluted like that, to be a woman and get saluted by men, you know you did it right. And still to this day, I still get saluted. You know you did it right. I notice, men look at women as an object, as 304s. Women are just, it is what it is. but I want to be looked at a certain way. And I stood on that. You will judge me. You can't judge me for anything that I haven't been judged for already. Whatever I'm saying, I'm not on here incriminating myself, nothing. And I don't care what you think about me. But anyways, at I believe 17, 18, but officially by 19, I was real deal helping people. Um, I started about 17-ish, but by 19, I was already fake adopting people's children, buying school clothes, bikes, taking the neighborhood to the restaurant, bringing the restaurant to the neighborhood, paying bills. I've been doing this for so long. And it's crazy because as much havoc as I caused, it really prided me to help somebody. So as much as I was hurting my community, and not that it makes it right, because it definitely doesn't make it right, but just know I took care of many, many. So if you were affiliated with me just because, especially if you helped me, because I always had to have help for my children. Um, I had to have a driver. I had to have someone to drive my children. Had to have somebody to take care of the dogs. You know, I always had a lot of people. I had a team alone that had to get paid. So anybody outside of that team, I always just took care of people outside of that as well. If it was children, elderly, I mean, I took care of a lot of people. A lot of people. No, and I never will. I never will. But I did. I took care of a lot of people, and that's one thing I pride myself on, and I still pride myself on. Right now, the money's a little bit different. I ain't got it like I did back then, but I still help people. You guess my ethnicity. You guess my ethnicity, hon. I'll give you two. I'll give you one, and I'll give you two: Caucasian and Asian, and many different types of Asian. You figure out the rest. And good luck. Good luck. I don't know, Jack. You used to be kind of cool. Now, I don't know. Mm. Mm. What can you do? The neck movement was black. Al dash AL dash JAMAL. Get you some. She is a high yellow. And listen, let me tell you this. Do you know the term yellow actually comes from Asians? Asians are the true yellow people. I just had to drop that gem. A lot of people don't know that. Did you see the ad on here about the little boy cooking eggs? I didn't see that. Bronx, how are the grandchildren doing? How are you doing? Bronx, get you some. I've had this soap on my face how long? You guys ain't even seen me scratch my face or nothing. So that goes to show you how delicate this soap is. This soap, and you see I scrub my face for how long, and it is not even irritating my face the least bit. I'm believing. I'm believing. I'm behaving for now. I was always called Redbone. I've been called a lot of things. Crazy is one of them. Well, Granny didn't know that about high yellow. Yes. If you guys look at Asian people, it was a term that was kind of stolen, if you will. If you look at Asian people, any Asian person, they all have a yellowness to their skin. And this is like a fact that you can pull up on the internet. Yes, Asian people are the original yellow people. They're doing okay. The little one fractured his knee. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about going to spend the night with my grandchildren today, but I was like, I don't know. This house here for me is just convenient. Because it's like 5 minutes from work, 5 minutes from everything I need. Like I said, I like living far out, but that just, it doesn't work for me, y'all. I need everything to be, I don't even like driving myself. I haven't been even doing that this long. So if I'm going to drive myself, Do I want to drive 20 minutes away or do I want to drive 5 or 10 minutes away? Like today, was y'all on live when I had to go pump my own gas? I haven't even been pumping my own gas that long. Like them things are just irritating me. They're stressing me out. Listen, I ain't no lazy woman, but that's just too much. I'm coming home from work. I gotta pump gas. I gotta run in the store and get my own dog food, and it's just crazy. I always wonder what it would be like being a regular woman. And this is all I'm going to say. It is not for me. Ladies, do not take this wrong. I give you guys all the credit in the world. But it is not for me. This is a little different. This is a little different. Why is everything about race? Find something else to talk about. Granny, look at my pic. That's my coding. Well, I'm multiracial, first of all. And I can talk about what I want to talk about. Understand this. This is my page. And when people are multiracial, we do talk about all different races because we're all different races. So I try to make something, I'm not the only multiracial person on here. I'm not the only one this race, or I'm not. So you can identify with people you don't even think you can. Why are you worried about what I'm talking about with race? I'm a whole biracial woman. So how are you going to tell me what I can't talk about? That's crazy work. What, are you black telling me I can't talk about black people? Are you white telling me I can't talk about white people? Are you Asian telling me I can't talk about Asian people? Come on now. That's crazy work. Worry about your race and your conversations. I'm trying to look. Let me see what's going on. Aww. Aww. I love that for you. My new nephew. I love that for you. Or it would be, I'm old, so would that make it a new, kind of like a grandbaby? I think I'm too old to be auntie. Just like if you met my grandkids, I think you're too old to be auntie. I don't know. Talk about what a woman is supposed to do for a man. Jack of Wade. So what is a woman supposed to do for a man? So first of all, the man should always be the backbone of his house. The woman's job is to assist him, love him, take care of the house, take care of the children, prepare meals, build him up as a man. That's what a woman does, supports her man, and the man does everything else. I believe in a traditional household. Look, one more time. This was before the gospel. The hospital. I'm sorry. And that's why it's hard for me to have a man, because I'm such a strong woman. Once you take men, and I'm telling no lie, once you take away being a man from a man in any relationship, that relationship is done. And I will strip you from, oh my gosh, oh poor baby. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, poor baby. Girl, I would have been crying and screaming and hollering. My grandkids can't cut off the blinds and close the water. What? My grand... Des, wouldn't it be easier just to say, hey, hello, how are you? I mean, because I know you see this gray hair, right? I know you see I'm not a young woman. So I'm assuming you're a man. You don't know how to fill a room and walk in and say, hey, how are you? And I'll say, hey, how are you? You see how that would work out? Hey, Electric. to see how his little. I'm telling you, these listen, the way my grandsons be wrestling and tussling, they was play fighting the other day. I had to go get their mammy. I'm like, man, what is going on here? Y'all gonna hurt each other? I don't hit my grandchildren. I don't hit nobody children. No, 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 no. I said, come get your children before they hurt themselves. Is that a tattoo on your leg? I got tattoos all over. Yes, I have. My grandkids are almost teenagers. They're preteens. They are actual preteens. Once a man has been through a serious breakup, he never really seems to recover. That's not true. That just means you was a tender deep. And let me tell you this. We think we love everyone. Everybody is not your wife, everybody is not your husband. But when you get about 50, 60, you'll realize that. But hopefully you'll realize that before then. Granny, I'm so glad you don't wear those lashes or weave or makeup. Love your natural look. Well, no. Granny has wore a lot of that in her day, and I do like me a thin little eyelash, but it's not mandatory. And I've wore more weave than most black women. You got to remember, I went to school to do hair, so. But I'm just older now and hot. I ain't got time for that. Listen, I'm used to having me, and I wore a lot of hair, not a little bit of hair. 14 bags of hair, crazy hair. Crazy. Yeah, been there and done that. Right now, I ain't got no lashes on. Very seldom. You won't even see me with lashes on unless I'm going somewhere. But I rely on natural beauty. So even if I ain't got lashes, I'm good. But if I do got lashes on, no, I'm going somewhere. So anytime lashes pop up, no, something's going down. Listen, y'all, I got to get off here. Can y'all hear the music? Can you hear the exact words? I got to go because I'm getting in trouble. I can't have no music on here. And my sister is having another party because that's what she does. So right now, you don't even know it, but we have a DJ out there and the music ain't even loud, but it's loud enough and it's going to get turned up louder. I got to go, y'all. I got to go. I hate it here. Hey, JC. Listen, I got to go because the music is going to keep getting louder and I will get in trouble for having that music in the background. I love you. Subscribe. JC, I love you. I haven't seen you forever. Subscribe. We are going to start doing game night. Had a charger, someone stole it. I ain't got enough juice on this laptop to run it. I could have did a couple questions, but we'll do it next time. I love you. CJ, I love you. Bronx, I love you. Michael, I love you. Mac, I love you. Kevin, I love you. Let me see. Electric, I love you. Free my grandma, I love you. JC, I don't know if I think I said your name. I love you. Albert, I love you. I love everyone. I love everyone who took time. Jack of Wade, even I love you. I love everyone that took time to come, be courteous, speak, say hello. Next time, you guys, turn on your notifications so when I go live, you'll be there. And feel free to talk about, it just ain't got to be about me. It could be about you. I actually prefer to hear about you guys. So on my next live, I also want to learn more about you guys. I don't always want to talk about me. I don't amuse me. So I'm just going to ask little things next time. Let's get to know each other the best we can. Life just ain't about me. I am nobody special. Thank you, Jerry. Happy Tuesday, Randy. Evans. All right, I love you. I got to go. The music is getting loud. Subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Once that charger comes, we are on and popping. Game night. Love you. Oh, yeah. I love you. Bye, guys.